What's up, everybody? What's up, Jackie? All right, hold on. We got Yo, what's going on? What's up, Jackie? Darkwing says, I just want to let you know how dedicated I am. I'm currently on the side of the road. Your car broke down. What? Isn't that ironic? The mechanic's car broke down. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you're safe, though, at least. And I hope you have AAA. What's up, Jackie? I'm sorry. You don't have AAA. What happened to your car? What's wrong with your car? Did you blow a head gasket? That happened to me. I used to have a Chevy S10. Blew a head gasket. Also, one time I was leaking my oil. What did my mechanic say? Well, it was something with the oil. I was leaking oil all over the place. So all my oil leaked out on the road when I was driving, so I had to pull over and I had to wait for the tow truck. So I feel your pain. Mass airflow sensor, those fucking sensors. Probably a seal. Yeah, I forget what it was. It was like the oil pan. The oil pan was cracked or something. It was something like that. What's up, Will? Will, dude, I have to send you your tabs, man. I'm sorry. All right, hold on. I'm gonna write a Post-it note on my desk here, right now, so I don't forget. Right now, I'm gonna do it right now. See, look at that. Will's tabs. Never mind the random numbers that I have on my Post-it. Valve cover gasket? Okay. I don't know what that is, but that sounds important. Listen, I know how to change the oil. Listen, I know how to change the oil. I know how to change a tire, and I know how to change my brake pads and rotors. That's the only 3 things I know how to do with my car. Darkwing says she's going to Twitch. Will says, I'm going to message you on IG after the stream, not related to tabs, but maybe something you might be able to help me with in a lesson. Okay, yes. DM me, man, if you want to set up a lesson. Let me know. I'm a guitarist and HVAC. Listen, I'm like I'm an all-around person. I know things. I know how to fix things. I can fix your air conditioning. I can replace your water heater. I can fix your washer. I can fix your dryer. I can probably fix your toaster oven. I mean, there are many things that I am a multifaceted individual, okay? Just beyond guitar and HVAC, I know other things. So I can do things. I know how to fix things. I just don't sell propane and propane accessories. But that's neither here nor there. How much was this guitar? It was free because I got a sponsorship with Kiesel. But I think for... if you were to buy it, probably like $2,000, between $1,500 and $2,000, I would say. All right, I'm going to play that song again because we're warming up here. Yo, that was a song called The Inevitable End right there. Hell yeah. What's up, Cabins? We do not play Metallica here. No Metallica. No Metallica. Everybody plays Metallica. We've moved beyond Metallica. Crusades by August Burns Red. I do not know that song. I don't think I've ever heard that song. Yo, what's up? What's up, everyone? What's up, Redneck? What's up, Cabins? Yo, we're live on TikTok. We're live on Twitch. We're live on YouTube. Chasing Cover says, let's bring the goth chicks. Well, I'm working on it. We working on it, man. All right. Darkwing's mom got her a milkshake because her car broke down. Oh, you got what flavor? Vanilla? Vanilla's a good flavor of ice cream, okay? Especially vanilla and chocolate. Hell yeah. All right, Darkwing says, your lovely assistant is about to fully crash out. Do not crash out. It's fine. In like a couple hours, you'll be home sleeping. You'll forget about it. You'll laugh about this tomorrow morning. It'll be fine. She says, my phone's at 2%. Oh, you and your phone. I'm getting you a charger for your birthday. I'm buying you a charger for your birthday. So you have no excuse to not have your phone charged. I'm relying on my laptop to not die so it can keep charged. So I can keep it charged. Chasing Cover says, thank God you said no Metallica. All right, you're in good spirits. Well, that's good. That's good. You should be, because you're here. Yeah, no pressure on the laptop. All right, what's going on Twitch? All right. We got a couple people. Man, we aim for the congregation to show up. You in the Church of Shred. Every day is church, all right? I'm taking you all to school. TJ, I will check out that August Burns. I know like 2 August Burns Red songs. That is not one of them. All right, Will asked if I prefer you on IG. Well, IG sucks. Fuck Instagram. Instagram is trash. I prefer Twitch, to be honest with you. We have way more fun in the Twitch chat because there's no rules. Well, there's rules, but it's not like TikTok where we got to watch what we say. We can be adults and make adult jokes and stuff like that. All right, Chasing Cover says you found Dopamine. Yeah, Dopamine. Oh, don't ask me to play it because I haven't played that song in like 8 years. All right, Brando wants me to take him to school. Yo, Alluvial's awesome. Dude, Wes Hauck is I think he's one of the best modern guitar players. Wes and Keith Merrow and Jeff Loomis are... Scott Carstairs is another one. Greg Burgess from Allegiant. Dave Davidson. Like, those are like my five or six, like, as far as like the more modern players. Some of my favorites. Yeah, Wes is a beast for sure. You saw Alluvial? They were... Dude, I mean, listen, they're fucking solid, man. I haven't seen them live yet, though. Brando says, I'm a vocal person. I don't have the certification. Oh, comments just got filtered? What the hell? This is why y'all need to come over to Twitch. Because we have way more fun. The chat last night was out of control. It was so much fun. I had somebody on TikTok get mad at me because I wasn't playing any music. He was telling me to stop talking and just play. All right, Chasing Cover says that me and Angel are one of the best modern shredders too. Thank you, man. That's good company. That's very good company. All right, yo, that was a song called The Inevitable End. Let's keep this moving. Here's a song called Beneath the Land and Sea. I am playing tracks from my band Etherius. We have a new album. It's called Hymns of the Crimson Raven. And I'm playing some tracks. So here we go. Will says, I looked away, and I'm not going to lie, you and Angel have similar voices. I never noticed that. I'm gonna now. Next time I see Angel, I'm gonna be thinking about that. Tap the screen if you're on TikTok. If you tap the Chasing Cover says if you tap the screen enough, the goth chicks will appear. I like you, man. I like where your head's at. Pause. Played it right tonight. I didn't fuck it up. That was a song called Beneath the Land and Sea. Nice little slow epic burn for you. It's all right, man. We're going to get fast now. We're going to get into some fucking thrash right now. Will says, don't mind me, just moshing in my living room. That's the spirit. But if you break any furniture, I am not responsible. Nor am I responsible for any holes you put in the walls. All right, man. Here's a song called The Dark Oracle. Oh, dude, I don't know any Machine Head. I'm sorry. I know that sounds crazy. I don't know any Machine Head riffs. But I'm a huge Machine Head fan. What's up, Larry? Yo! He said my kids learned to dodge. Damn, Will's hurting his kids in the pit. That's diabolical, man. All right, Larry C says, what did one ocean say to the other? Nothing. They just wave at each other. All right. All right, Beanie says, this is great. I'm taking it so seriously, but also feel like I'm in an SNL skit. Dude, we have fun over here, man. I melt your face with some great guitar solos, and then we have a little fun. We talk some shit. We roast some haters. We make jokes. We have a good time over here. Chasing Cover says, I've always said if someone's favorite band is Bush, run away as fast as possible. Oh my God. Come on, man. That's all I know of that song. He said, no one in my house is safe when the moshing comes. Do I ever jam Devil Driver? I don't know. I actually don't do any covers. Like, I just play all of my own original songs. But I do like Clouds Over California. I think it's a killer song. Great riff. I think the vocals are great, too, on that song. I need a tune here. I need to make sure I'm in tune. Of course, the G string is out of tune. All right. Here's a song called The Dark Oracle. Yo, shout out to Will with all the gifted subs, man. He gifted a whole bunch of subs, bro. Thank you, man. Shout out to Will. What's up, Max? Will says the music made him do it. Music makes you do a lot of things. All right, yo, we got Rigo, Rigo 1962 says, you got my grandson head banging, and he's only 8 months old. Yo, shout out to the little guy, man. We getting babies. We turning babies into metalheads over here, apparently. Hell yeah. That was a song called The Dark Oracle. I'm going to play that again because I'm practicing. So I'm practicing and entertaining you at the same time. Yo, shout out to Will with all the gifted subs, man. What's up, Redneck? Darkwing with the 100. I don't know what that is. They're little, like, emotes or gifts. I don't know what that is, but thank you. All right. Well, I'm on TikTok I'm on Twitch. We're on Twitch and TikTok. We're simulcasting. So we got 6 people on TikTok right now, and we got 5 people over on Twitch. So we having a good time. It's Twitch Talk. Yes. We're having the best time. Last night was amazing. I did not want to go for 2 hours, but it is what it is. Oh, they're the equivalent to TikTok gifts. Okay. We also streaming on OnlyJs. Twitchagram. Only Twitch. Only Talk. Brando says, I want more viewers for you. Well, thank you. Listen, I'm working on it, man. There's a paywall for only... Oh. Well, that's all right, because we already established that Stray and Darkwing were going to be my sugar mamas. They were going to pay all my bills. So there we go, man. I'm set. Anyway. Yo, I fucked that up so bad. Let's start that over. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. This is totally live and unfiltered, man. When I fuck up, I start over again. I don't care. I'm here just I'm practicing, and and you're just my audience. That was a song called The Dark Oracle. All right, Will, or something, it says, you earned a hype chest. Open to see my reward. What could that be? Let's see what it says. Choo choo. I'm confused. I just opened something up. I'm not sure what that is. He says, speaking of gifts, you know what makes the best gift? A broken drum. Nothing beats it. So I'm going to be hanging with someone Friday, and they just asked what I'd want to do. I was just like, I just usually work and play guitar. Is this somebody a woman? Would this be a woman? Did I just do what? I don't know what I did. I opened something up. All right, Max says, since this is practice, take us through all the chords of the melodic minor. Tonic is B flat. Seventh chord's not... Ooh, all right, let's see. So we got B flat minor major 7 would be the first chord then. She says, why do I have a train next to mine? I don't know. All right, so we got B flat minor major 7. How would you... Hold on, let me think about how to play that. All right, well, there's B minor. It would be, let's see, hold on. There we go. Yeah, because I always think in terms of E. That's E minor major 7. All right, so we got the first chord, which is B flat minor major 7. What would be the next chord? Let's see. B flat. All right, so it would have to be C minor. It would have to be C minor. I think C minor 7. No, it wouldn't be. C minor 7. All right, then. Next chord would be D flat something. D flat something. Hold on. Let me think. I got to think about this because I'm not a jazz player, so. This is the guitar. Yeah, this is the guitar nerd. This is the guitar nerd portion of the stream. Hold on. All right, then we got B flat. It's B flat major something. Or I'm sorry, D flat. What am I talking about? Would it be D flat major 7? D flat. All right, I was close. D flat major 7 sharp 5. All right, I don't know how to play that. How would you play that? Oh, I guess you could do. I guess you could do that. Yeah. Darkwing says, I'm the slow one sitting on the couch just nodding my head and smiling like I understand. Me and Max are having a conversation right now that nobody else understands. All right, so we got D flat major 7. Then the next chord would be an E. It would be some sort of E flat chord. I'm trying to think. E flat dominant. Okay, so. E flat dominant 7. All right, then we got. What else do we have? Next chord would be F. I'm going to say F minor 7. F dominant. Okay, I was kind of close. Oh, that's right, because A would be the major 7 of the B flat melodic minor scale, so that is correct. Okay, then we got. I know the next chord would be some kind of G augmented. It'd be like G minor 7 sharp 5 or something, I think. G minor 7 flat. Oh, flat 5. Oh, right, because we have D flat, and D flat would be the flat 5 of G minor. There we go. All right. Then it would be A diminished 7. A. Yeah. and then back to the B flat minor major 7. All right, not bad. Listen, A minor 7 flat. Oh, hold on. It would be. I know this chord. All right, because A would be the major 7. You got G. You got C, and then you got E flat. Okay. Listen. Not bad for a guy who's not a jazz player, who is not a schooled musician. That's not bad, man. Thank you, Max. I'm gonna write a song in the melodic minor scale now because of this. I think Larry C's a math professor, so maybe he's into this kind of nerd shit. Everybody on TikTok is gone. Melodic minor is a scale I need. Dude, melodic minor is a great scale. I just look at it as a major scale with a flat 3. That's how I look at it. For some reason, that just helps me visualize it a little bit better. Can I do some Alice in Chains? That is, yeah. Yeah, man, dude, I'm not a jazz dude. Alice in Chains. I don't have the guitar for it, but we can do... I'm trying to play it on the 7-string. Hold on, let me get my other guitar. Let's do this the right way. Yeah, Them Bones is in 7, so it's a nice odd time signature. Hold on. We should do Name That Tune. Like, I'm not gonna play the cover, like play to the track, but I just play the song. I just play the riffs and y'all just sing along in the chat. All right, let's see if I'm in tune. Come on, sing along. yo. That's what I'm gonna do, bro. When we play covers, I'm just gonna play the riffs and you guys sing along. All right, Max wasn't here. Damn that river. All right, I don't know how to play Tornado of Souls, man. I'm sorry. The real question is Floyd's or Hardtail? Dude, go with a Hardtail. What's up, Ty? Ty asked if that's a new guitar. This is not a new guitar. I've had this guitar for like 10 years. I've just now recently started playing it more. What's up, Tarquin? Tarquin says, saw Alice in Chains in Wilkes-Barre in 2010. It was one of the best shows of my life. Duval, the new singer, is the real deal. Dude, I saw Alice in Chains in 2016. They played in Atlantic City. And William Duval and Jerry Cantrell were like, they were tight, man. The vocal harmonies were fantastic. This is Ibanez. Prestige. I don't know, Sick Man. Hold on, I messed it up. Yo, the accents in that solo section are fucking weird, man. All right. I don't know all of Dirt. That is such a depressing song. Like, just read the lyrics to Dirt. It's so depressing. It's uplifting. Like, what the fuck? Phil Jaro says, you're so good, man. Thank you. And thank you for the Alice in Chains request. What's up, Teal? All right, let's get back. All right, Larry C says, the only one I don't know much of is Godsmack. Well, you know they did the little Iron Man break with Tom Araya from Slayer. I forget. It's towards the end of the album. I want to say it's after Godsmack. It's either after or before. I can't remember. Of course, you know. All right, Tarquin was in an Alice in Chains tribute band. Dude, that's awesome. Hold on, let me tune. There we go. Dude, I will tell you what, man. My favorite album from the Duval era is Black Gives Way to Blue, man. Just the first song, man. Check My Brain. What a great riff. I think I'm playing that wrong, but. Dude, that album is so good, man. Devil Put Dinosaurs Here is a good one. Yeah, dude, the Duval stuff is awesome. I am a fan. Listen, no disrespect to Lane, but Jerry is Alice in Chains. He is the sound of Alice in Chains. I don't care what anybody says. And, of course, what was the song they did with Elton John? I think it was Black Gives Way to Blue. Yeah, when I saw them, I saw them in 2016. They played a bunch of new stuff. They did, Down in a Hole. They did Bleed the Freak. They did Nutshell. They did, what else did they play? They did Check My Brain. Of course, they did Wood. They did Them Bones, Damn That River. I think they played, what else? I'm trying to remember what else they played. I think they did Bleed the Freak. They did of course, they did Man in the Box. I would love to hear them play, what's the song after Damn That River? Rain When I Die. That's one of my favorite songs from that album. Rotten Apple's a good one, too, yeah. Dude, Jerry is my favorite. Somebody asked me this question one time. Is Rain When I Die? Yeah, that's a great song. My favorite musician, like, non-virtuoso musician is Jerry Cantrell. Although I would argue that he is a virtuoso because he's such a prolific songwriter. But you know what I mean. Jerry's my favorite, like, non-shredder, non-virtuoso, quote-unquote, musician. Because he can do everything. He writes great songs. He's a great arranger. He's a great vocalist. He is a tone. Yeah, his tone is amazing, too. Like, just the tone on Dirt, the tone on Black Gives Way to Blue. Like, just he's really good at just crafting tone. And not only tone, but just, like, sounds with, between, like, you listen to, like, his solo stuff with, like, the different instruments, a lot of the acoustic stuff, is like, there's always that nice element of acoustic and heavy in his music. Yeah, it's always multiple amps. Always. Yeah, he is a tone sculptor for sure, man. Yeah. All right, let me get back to some Etherius music. All right, for all the new people, Max says, I would drive myself nuts recording multiple amps. That's why you have an engineer and a producer. That's why if you got money, you get someone like Bob Rock. Hart wanted Jerry to be their Rock Hall inductor. I thought he did, because what was that whole? Remember? I don't know if you guys remember that whole thing where they did Wood, and Phil Anselmo did Wood with them. It was a VH1 thing. It was in like 2006. Rock Hall said Jerry wasn't popular. Yo, that's some bullshit. Jerry wasn't popular enough. He's only one of the most influential musicians of the last, 35 years. No big deal. All right, yo. Let me get back to some original music. Yeah, the Hall of Fame is a dumb organization. I agree. For all the new people, my name is Jay Tarantino. I am a guitarist. I'm a teacher. I play guitar in a band called Etherius. We are an instrumental melodic metal band. We have a new album. It's called Hymns of the Crimson Raven. And I'm playing some tracks from it. If you're watching on Twitch, there's a link in the chat somewhere. My lovely assistant Darkwing posted a link. And if you're on TikTok, if you click the link tree in my profile, you can check us out on Spotify, Apple Music, Bandcamp, Google, Amazon. Man, we're all over the place. I'm going to play a song now called... Actually, this is a song from our first album, which is called Thread of Life. And the song is called Thread of Life. So I hope you stick around. Here we go. Giuseppe says, I thought that was GNR. Giuseppe's my honorary nephew. Damn, I've been going for almost an hour already, man. That's wild. But we're having fun. Max says, this is a great chorus. Thank you, man. That is definitely, that was the first song I wrote for the band. Yeah, that chorus came out really nice, man. Just the... Fucking up my own music. Shit. It's that singable melody, man. That's it, dude. He said Jay's the best guitarist in New Jersey. Ask him, he'll tell you. I won't tell you shit, man. Lourdes says, have a great night. Thank you for sharing your talent. Lourdes, thank you. And I think you sent me a gift, too. Thank you. Yes, these are all originals, JP. Thank you for the gift. All right, E-Mensch, yo, yeah, you're going to have to come over to Twitch, man. Apparently the audio is better over there, too. Who's the best guitarist in New Jersey is Michael Romeo. Hands down. Michael Romeo. Or Al DiMeola. Al DiMeola is a Jersey guy, too, so I got to throw him in there. It's going to either be Al DiMeola or Michael Romeo. That's my pick. Who's Tom Monda? I don't know who that is. Oh, thank you, okay, thank you, scientist. He said Tony Soprano. I know thank you, scientist. I didn't know his name. He said Tony Soprano is dead, though. This is very true. Rest in peace, James Gandolfini. Okay, he's the mastermind behind the band. Also, Dave DiPietro from the band. I don't know if you guys remember the band TT Quick. He's a very good guitar player, too. All right, Larry C. Yo, Symphony X is goated, for sure. All right, Larry C. says, my son and I are going to New York at the end of this month. We're staying about an hour north of New York City. Is that anywhere remotely close? Dude, that's... if you're an hour north of New York City, that's like 2 hours. That's going to be like 2 hours from me. Because I'm an hour train ride from New York City. But we could meet in the city, dude, if you wanted to, man. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, I'm like an hour train ride. Larry C. wants to sleep on my couch and drink my beer. Well, I don't have any beer. I have some Jack. I have a bottle of Jack Daniels. He could play my guitars. He could sleep on the couch, too, man. My couch is very comfortable. I've slept on my couch many times. Giuseppe says, you'll be exactly where I am. Yeah, I'll bring Larry onto my Twitch stream, yeah, and we'll tell dad jokes. He'll tell the jokes. That would be awesome. All right, Larry, all right, he's going to bring his best dad jokes, and we'll have a jam session. That's cool, though. Yeah, dude, we could meet in the city, man. That'd be pretty cool. A little coach gang meetup with 2 people. While I switch into some guitars, you'll tell some... dude, that would be amazing. That would be really funny. That would be a lot of fun. Well, yo, we could jam on some Alice in Chains. We could do that, too. He said, just bring the goth models. Yeah, I'm working on that. I'm working on it. Yeah, the people on TikTok I'm sorry. I'm ignoring everybody on TikTok. They have no idea what's going on. We're having a party on Twitch. So I don't want to forget everybody. Will's going to mosh in the background. Hell yeah. Come on, Giuseppe. You think Larry's going to give his location to you? It'll be the he said it'll be the ultimate Sigma Riz. We'll get Max says, I do not understand Gen Z speak. Neither do I, man. I'm too old for that shit. I got no idea what's going on. All right, I'm going to play a song. This song is called Veins of Silver and Sorrow. That was a song called Veins of Silver and Sorrow, of course, a.k.a. the double picking riff. All right, Jinx made it home safely. I'm glad you made it home safe. She had to wait for the engine to go cold again. All right. Yo, Anthony, what's up? Anthony says, glad I missed all the Riz. Here for the riffs. Delaney's throwing horns. Shout out to Delaney. All right, let's play that one again. All right, Max says, Jay, when you and your guitarist are doing those Iron Maiden harmonized lines, what's the assembly process? One of you has a fragment, and then you both compose the rest together. Dude, honestly, I'll be honest with you, man. I write all the lines, like I write all the licks and all the harmonies, and then he does like any guitar solo that's like a blatant guitar solo. Like, there's a bunch of different solos that he plays. Like the one solo in there's a couple solos that he plays in that song. I'm trying to explain this like horribly. He does a solo in Veins. He does a solo in what other song? I'm trying to think what other song. What do you call it? Gilded Shadows of Oblivion. He does like anywhere where I'm playing rhythm and there's a solo going on, that's my other guitar player. I guess that's the best way for me to explain it. But I write all the harmonies and stuff. It wasn't like planned that way. It just kind of happened that way. All right, what's up, Aylin? Aylin is over on TikTok. She asked, what's the biggest crowd you've ever played for? How did it feel? So in 2017, I played a gig with Angel Vivaldi. We played in Germany. We played at a festival called Euroblast. I record all the parts. He just comes in and does like solos, like whatever solos he has. Again, the solos too are like, a lot of times if I have a section where I'm not really coming up with anything, I'll give it to him, and he'll compose his own guitar solo. He's a jazz player, so he has a very unique style. He likes to play with time, so his licks, like where I'm very like regimented, like on the metronome, he's very slinky, and our two styles I think work well. All right, so the biggest crowd I ever played in front of was 2017, it was a festival in Germany called Euroblast, and actually we played on the same day. We played on the same day as Devin Townsend, and I think we played. It was like a big. It was in Cologne, Germany. Big like aircraft carrier hangar, or not an aircraft carrier, but like a hangar type of place. And it was like, I think when we went on stage, it was like maybe 4,000 or 5,000 people. When we played early, like early afternoon. So. Like Devin Townsend played that night. I don't know if you guys know the band The Algorithm. They're a big like industrial kind of band, like electronic metal industrial kind of band over in Europe. They played, and so we played. It was like maybe 5,000 people, I think, when we played. It was so much fun. I honestly, playing in front of that many people does not make me nervous. What makes me nervous is doing this. Because I'm by myself. Max says, things with those festivals, even the 3 p.m. crowd. Dude, in Europe, man, they go nuts. They love metal. One of my goals in life, I would love to move to Prague. My favorite city in Europe is Prague. Not because I like Prague, the music, but because Prague is a beautiful city. I want to go to Vakken too. That is definitely a bucket list thing. Maybe I'll see you there one year. No, but I want to Prague. Prague is my favorite city in Europe. And let's see. And then Barcelona and Madrid were pretty cool. I got to go back to Europe, man. It was so much fun. We had a good time. We did participate in some debauchery, but I won't go into that. That'll be the Only J's stream. This is a family show. Yeah, Hellfest. Yeah, generally Download and Hellfest have pretty similar lineups. She says, "I know you're lying." I've told stories before. I am not lying. Oh, you're just busting my chops. All right, anyway. I'm going to play that song again. Say it one more time. Say it slow. Prague. Prague. He said. Max says, we can't rehearse, but let me tell you some stories. 20 career-ending stories later. That's fucked up, but we have a gig Saturday. What's up, Kevin? Was that a new one? That was a new one. Yes, that is from the new album. That was a song called Veins of Silver and Sorrow. Let me just catch up on my chats here. Let's see. She says you drive a hard bargain, sir. Jarentino. Jay Jarentino. All right, here's a song called Sedna. Kevin says he says we all know his real name is Jay Petrucci. All right, Max asks, so Jay, does your band play with a click? We do play with a click. We do not use in-ears, but we do. The whole band doesn't play with a click. The drummer has the click in the backing tracks in his ear. In my band, Ethan plays with the click and we follow him. Dude, we do the same thing. Yep. We don't have tracks. We just do it for tightness' sake and to keep it shape for when we want to add an automated light show. Dude, yeah, we have tracks. So, yeah, the drummer has the click in his ear and we just follow him. That is exactly that. I think that's the easiest way to do it. Darkwing says she plays with blocks. You play the piano. We don't do the automated light show. I'm not that advanced yet. I want to get to that point. But we're not there yet. I gotta have lights to do a light show. I don't have any. I mean, I have some lights, but exactly, I need to learn how to do it too. I don't have the patience for that shit. I don't have the time. Like, I don't have the time to sit there for hours and figure out a damn light show. I'll just pay someone to program it for me. $6 million later. That's like Iron. That's probably Iron Maiden's lighting budget from the last tour. There's levels to this ish. All right, Kevin says hire him as the sound light guy. All right, Kevin's hired. Yeah, dude. It's like Iron Maiden probably has like a $6 million budget just for the lighting and the screens. Yeah. And the prop plane for Ace is high. All right, Kevin's hired as my sound light guy. Yeah, their entire tour budget. Oh my God. Can you imagine? Dude, think about Metallica. Think about how much money that band generates between the crew that they have, all the equipment, the trucks, the drivers. Dude, Metallica is easily $1 billion machine, I would say. All the legacy band. Dude, exactly, man, for sure. And to be honest, I don't like Metallica's stage setup right now. I think it's kind of lame. I saw this tour 2 years ago. I don't like the way the stage is set up because it doesn't sound good. I don't think the acoustics were that good. But it is, listen, it is what it is. They're multi hundred millionaires and I'm not, so what the fuck do I know? Yeah, stadiums are definitely always dodgy with the sound. This is true. Kevin says Rammstein takes 3 days to set up. Is that, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, they have an insane. If Hetfield heard you say that, you'd be, yeah, probably. Shout out to James Hetfield. Wild Blaster says Metallica's not good now. I kind of agree with you on that. Oh, Wild Cherry Blaster. I didn't see the cherry emoji there. Welcome. This is probably true. Can you imagine all the fire codes? Dude, I know, man. Yo, we got David Ellefson in the chat. David Ellefson says Megadeth is better. What's up, David Ellefson? You're a great bass player. In Flames is amazing live. I've seen them a couple times. Yeah, Stranger Things made Metallica popular again. That's true. Yo, I got David Ellefson in my chat. And I know it's really him because his handle says The Real David Ellefson, so I know it's legit. Why did you call Larry a hoe? That was not nice. He says, I've been called much worse. Oh, because he was raking leaves? That reminds me of a Beavis and Butthead episode. There was a Beavis and Butthead episode. I don't remember what song it was. I don't remember what video they were watching, but there was a girl, and she was carrying a hoe. And Beavis goes... Or Butthead goes, look, it's a hoe. And then Beavis goes, yeah, I know, but what's that thing she's carrying? And he goes, no, it's a hoe. And again, he laughs and he goes, well, what's that thing she's carrying? And it was just funny. I don't know why. It was so stupid, but it was funny. It was like a L7 or I don't know, one of those 90s alternative Veruca Salt or one of those bands. Darkwing says me and Larry Beavis and Butthead. Yo, David Ellison just followed me. Fuck yeah. I totally fucked that up, but you know what I'm saying. Max says the one of them watching on. No, the best one is the video for This Love. Pantera, get me a beer. This one is warm. Are you crying? You what does he say? He says, what is he said? Oh, he says, show respect to your stepmom, Pantera. That one cracks me up. You show respect to your stepmom, Pantera. The crowbar one is good too. I agree. This music sounds fat. Shout out to Crowbar. What's up, Carter? What's going on? All right, let me play a song. We're going to wrap this up soon. I'm getting tired here. I got to be up super, super early tomorrow. Otherwise, I do another 2-hour stream. But I'll be back tomorrow because I think I'm off on Friday. Possibility. We'll see. Here's a song called Gilded Shadows of Oblivion. Yes, and shout out to David Ellison. Max says, I got an insane 3-day weekend too. Oh, you woke up late? I'm sorry. Two weddings? Oh, you got to go to 2 weddings? Oh, you got to play 2 weddings. Oof. Weddings are fun. I did 1 wedding gig in my entire life. He said, play 2 weddings. Hey, man, is it open bar? Just get drunk and hit on the bridesmaids. There you go. Did you play Love Stinks? I don't, I'm pretty sure we did not play that song. Oh, dude, it's all good, Carter, man. You should throw in some sick-ass solo mid-feely. All right, here's a song called Gilded Shadows of Oblivion. right, Carter says, bro, Jay is locked in. Thank you, Carter. All right, David Ellison asks, what's the name of the song? Let me put that in the chat for you. Hold on, let me type this in the chat for you. There you go, sir. Thank you, man. Why are they screaming? Max, do you know those 7 people over there? And why are they screaming for Pantera and Sepultura? And why is one guy over there mingling with all the bridesmaids? What is this chaos here? Yo, actually, you know what? I'm going to a party. I'm going to a birthday party in next weekend where the singer in the cover band that I play in, he's turning 60. So he's throwing a party, and we're gonna the theme of the party is The Great Gatsby. So I'm gonna have like a fancy suit and everything, man. I'm gonna look real nice. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna be all of us, man. We're gonna be dressed to the nines, man. It's gonna be sick. Why are they live streaming the wedding online? How funny would that be? We'll be the real life wedding crashers. Gonna be looking, dude, I am gonna be looking casket sharp, dude. That is a fact, man. Yo, my suit, I spent $1,500 on this custom suit. It's the one I used in the church video. I'm gonna get a fedora, man. Dude, I'm gonna look so good. It's gonna be nice. What's up, Ethan? All right, Kevin asks, what mode do I gravitate the most? Phrygian and natural minor, harmonic minor. I'm gonna have to experiment with melodic minor. Me and Max were having a little guitar geek session earlier. What are all the chords in the B flat melodic minor? And see, now I'm gonna be thinking about that tonight when I'm trying to sleep. He said mode 1. I thought I did pretty good considering I'm not, I don't really mess with the melodic minor scale. All right, I need to switch guitars. He said, mode 1. Sorry, wrong stream. You bish. What's up, Austin? You bish, you bish, you bish. All right, yo, it's Austin's day off, bruh. Could I identify the chords on a violin or harp? No, I could not. All right, we're going to do 2 more here. I do not. I can identify chords on the piano, but not the violin or the harp. Fun fact, I tried to play violin when I was 15, and it was horrible. What's up, Scott Pilgrim? I am not taking requests. I don't do covers. I play all of my own original songs. But hope you stick around for a song, man, see if you dig the tunes. If not, it's all good. All right, I got a tune here. Hold on. I think I'm in tune. Caprice 24? Oh, no. Wait a minute. There we go. And then Steve Vai throws his guitar in frustration. All right, Scott Pilgrim says, where can I find more of your music? I'm going to drop a link for you. There is the link, sir. All right, I'm going to play a song now called Ad Livun. Check out the song The Rivers of Sand and Blood. Yo, David Ellefson says that guitar solo was just perfect. Thank you, man. Sorry, I'm sorry you couldn't hear me over the music. I gotta do something with this mic. Scott, check out the song The Rivers of Sand and Blood. I'll put it in the chat for you. Check that song out. All right, we're gonna do one more song. And this one's going out to my boy Austin, because I know this is his favorite song. Okay, so Max says, what stock preset do I start with? So on this one, I'm using a preset called Cliffs of Dover. So I'm pretty sure you can figure out what that's based on. And what I did is I changed the amp model, so it's modeled after a hot rodded Plexi with a tube screamer, and then I just added a little more gain to it. Oasis. It is preset 368 in the Axe FX 2. It's called Cliffs of Dover. So I just re-EQ'd it, tried to make it a little more quote unquote metal. He's just kidding. All right, we're going to do one more song. Yo, we're going 2 hours again. Shit, I did not expect that. Maybe tomorrow we can do 3 hours. Let me see if tomorrow we can do 3 hours. Let's try it. This is a lot of fun. The thing is, like, at the 2 hour mark, I have to start, like, I have to sit down, man, because my shoulder is killing me right now. Max says, I want to check out the new Dude, check out the Jubilee, the little Jubilee 20 watt. The studio, it's called the Studio Series. The Jubilee one is really good. I played it. The Jubilee is cool, and the JCM 800 one is pretty good, too. When I saw Exodus, Gary Holt was playing the Jubilee reissues, and his tone was awesome. But I know he's using overdrive pedals and shit like that too. Yeah, they did the 800, they did the Super Lead, and they did the Jubilee too, I believe. Yeah. The 800 one sounds good. And the Jubilee is cool too. Yeah, Silver Jubilees are definitely another, like, on another level. That's what the Slash Head is based on. The Slash Head was based on the Silver Jubilee. He says, when I have 2,500 to spare. Yeah, right? No big deal. All right, let's do one more song. This song is called Hymns of the Crimson Raven. The mountaintop hair blowing in the breeze chorus. That is a great way to describe that chorus, man. Hell yeah. And then the epic key change at the end. Uplifting. What's up, Jackie? That one was for... Is hymns in 6/8? It is in 3... Well, yeah, it could be in 6/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The ending is kind of a waltz. So yeah, it is. It's like 3/4. I guess you could count it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it could, like the ending with the tremolo picking. That's kind of a waltz. Because it's like dun 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 dun. Like if you listen to the keyboard accents are doing like a waltz kind of thing, like dun 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 dun. 3 and 6 can be somewhat interchangeable depending. Yeah, you could count it as 3 is like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You could count it either way probably. But yeah. All right. Bro, Larry C, brother, thank you. Yo, everyone on Twitch, go follow Max. Max, if you listen to the snare, yes, the snare tells the whole story. Y'all need to go follow Max, because Max is going live tomorrow. Max goes live on Tuesday and Thursday, and he's a sick guitar player himself. Give that man a follow. Oh, look who decided to show up. What's up, Stray? What is snur? What does that mean? I'll be back tomorrow, man. We'll be doing it live again. Oh, you got a wedding gig tomorrow. All right, you'll be back on Tuesday. All right, yo, go follow Max. Go follow Ethan. Ethan is Max's brother. They have a band together. They're very talented musicians. And Tarquin is their father. I don't know if he's still in the chat. But Tarquin's a real one. He's a cool dude. Never met him in real life, but I can already tell, man. I know what's up. All right. Stray says, sorry, I was selling a house. Oh, your dad's oh, yeah, that's right. Your dad's a drummer too. Yes. Ethan is a drummer. Their dad, Tarquin, is a drummer. And Max is the guitar player. All right. Stray says, I follow Max. He's funny and cool. Citizen says, the fuck are you doing going live without my awesome ass in here? Well, that's your fault, man. You're late. You know what time I'm always here. You're fucking late. She says, this is a 2-drum band. No, well, Tarquin doesn't play in the band. It's not the Allman Brothers. Yo, shout out. Good luck to Stray. Stray just sold her house. And she's moving into a new house. And Stray sent me a cool shirt. She sent me some cool shirts. Austin says, I know I'm late, but not for my favorite. No, Austin was here just in time. She said, she says, together they make one Danny Carey. That's a good one. She says, or Max says, Stray will be calling Jay to do the HVAC. Just don't drill your fingers. I'm past that stage. I moved on. I'm much better now. Together they make one Danny Carey. How many Danny Careys does it take to play in odd time signatures? 3. One Danny, 4 arms. Yo, everybody, what has 10 legs and 9 arms? Who knows? Who knows? What has 10 legs and 9 arms? Little joke here to end the stream. She said, my mom. Def Leppard. Stray. Yes, you knew it. What has 10 legs and 9 arms? Def Leppard. That joke will never not be funny. I didn't call you a she. What are you talking about, man? Citizen, dude. I was talking to Stray. All right, everyone. Yo, we're going to get out of here. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back around between 8:30 and 9 o'clock. We'll see. I will schedule it. He says he's gonna go back to his nap. All right, everyone. Yo, I will see you tomorrow. Uh-oh. Stray says, wait. What do you want, Stray? She says, ask Twitch crew where they're going. Well, Max has a wedding tomorrow. He's playing a wedding tomorrow. He says Stray's going to sell me her house. I got good credit. I got a 750 credit score. I got enough money for a decent down payment. Citizen said he's going to Stray's house. Jackie said, that's my boy. Well, with the way the stock market's been going lately, man, we doing okay. All right, everyone. We'll be back tomorrow, man. We'll do it all over again. Thank you to everyone on Twitch. Thank you to everyone on TikTok. I will see you all tomorrow. Peace. Have a great night. Oh, you think you're better than me because you got a 785 credit score? Shit. She says, okay, bye. All right, everyone, have a great night.